Hey, gun people! Real gun people! I freaking love it. Man, I wish I would have been there. Thanks to everybody that showed up to this Virginia gun rally. This was a great showing. Everybody did a great job at not escalating. Made the government look like a bunch of freaking pansy crybabies. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to go through some of the pictures here, but and I'll go through a couple of the comments on another article, but man, there's some great pictures here. So this particular picture just really warms my heart. And I know it was cold out there. But for all these people to show government that, look, you may try to take our guns, and government better catch the hint here. Because this was a peaceful rally, and all these people who care about their liberty and their freedom and their ability to protect themselves and their family against all enemies, including the government enemy, government better take heed. If you think this is a showing, you don't have a clue. Because I'm telling you, if it ever goes down to where we have to remove our unethical government, the people that show up are not going to be this peaceful. And the people that show up are going to be a lot more numbers than this. The people that showed up here was trying to send a peaceful message to our government. You better wake up and realize you work for us and stop crapping on us. And I don't think they got the message, to be honest. I mean, this was a great thing. I think it was good. I think more people need to stand out. This probably needs to be outside of every, Republican senator that votes with the left, that votes for gun control. We ought to run every one of them right out of town. We can't tar and feather them anymore, but we can run them out of town by showing up at their office and stopping their business like this. But anyway, great showing. Let's look at some other pictures. So in this article, they're saying thousands of gun rights showed up. And Monday, weapons, flags, guns, threats of insurrection. Yeah, okay. Never erupted in violence that authorities feared. Remember, fear is the government's greatest tool. If they can get you to fear good people, if they can get you to fear, when they tell you who to hate and who the enemy is, that's when you need to be aware. So government will always use fear to gain power and to seize. Patriot Act, 9/11, great, NSA, TSA, you name it, all the three. It's all about fear. We've got to protect you. Who are they protecting us from here? All these people have guns, people. Nobody got shot. There wasn't violence. Why is it that government can't admit that they're full of crap? Because they want to keep their job and they want to scare all the ignorant people into voting for this crap. From the stats that are out there, there was only one arrest, and that because a woman covering her face, which is a BS arrest. I mean, it's freaking cold. This woman has her face covered. Why is it that the police can cover their face and they arrested somebody for covering their face? More government tyranny. Man, I'm telling people need to wake up at the little small signs that our government is doing. How the hell can this person that arrested get convicted by a jury with any damn sense, and you show them this picture of a cop standing there with her face covered? Are you kidding me? Outrageous. And here's a happy gun couple standing there in the cold. Oh, they have glasses on. I wonder if that's illegal. Wow. It's cold out. You can't go. Oh, that chin strap covers their face. Let's arrest them. I'm surprised government wasn't doing that. Now, I know all the left-wing liberals are going to be like, why would you need a gun like that? It looks scary. These are the same guns your government carries to protect you and to shoot you and to create tyranny on you and to fear you and to bust into your homes warrantless with excuses of exigency and protecting you. I'm about to do an article on the Hawaii thing that I'm going to trash Hawaii. 2 Hawaii cops were killed and they let the whole damn neighborhood burn down. Out freaking rageous. But I'll get into more earning the hate there. But lots of gun people, lots of guns, nobody hurt. People with guns are not your enemy for any of the liberal left that happens to do a drive-by on this video. The enemy is the government who's telling you who to hate. So here's some boys out here doing a little cooking. At first I thought that was a break-free bottle. If I was out there barbecuing, I would have put barbecue sauce in like a break-free bottle and a couple other gun oil bottles, and we'd have been putting barbecue sauce from the gun oil bottle just to freak out the liberals. That's dangerous! Okay, whatever. Freaking crybabies. Looks like this guy had mask, He's on it. This guy's prepared. Gloves, mask, got his first aid kit. Let's see. This guy's got mask. So there were people out there thinking that if the government pushed this, which I'm surprised they didn't. If you go back to the cop picture, you notice the cops are kind of, they don't seem like they're concerned about all the gun people, do they? All these people have guns, and they're not concerned about their officer's safety. They don't have their hands on their guns, standing in their 80-20 stance with their strong foot forward and being ready to spring into action because all these scary guns and flags are back here. These cops look concerned? They look in fear of their safety? Are they out there running around terrorizing people? Is this because they're outnumbered? Is this because they know if they start a fight they won't win? Is this because they know that when the people get together, we lose? I'm telling you, people, our system is based on voluntary compliance, and the more people they can get to voluntarily get on the train so they can save you, that's how they create tyranny. All right, let's get back to my pictures here. The cooking. Let's see. It was opposition. Rally ended quietly. Or I can't tell if these people were there complaining or crying or not. Hey, there's my come and take it flag. If people not in Texas, come and take it real quick, down and dirty. It's not exact. Gonzalez, back when Texas was its own republic, the Mexican government said, hey, you guys don't need guns. We're coming to get your guns. And they gave them a cannon originally because they were working together. And then somehow the Mexican government goes, no, you know what? You don't need that cannon. We're coming to get it. And the townspeople surrounded it with guns. And when they sent in a troop, the townspeople fought them off and pushed them back. And they ran with their tail between their legs. And they were going to force up and come back and get it. And they made a little flag that says, come and take it. If you want the cannon, come and take it. The original come and take it as a cannon. It's been modified over the years because they're really coming after the ARs to do this. But that's the story behind come and take it. It's a great story if you want to look it up and read it. Really great to show how when the town bonds together, the government runs with their tail between their legs. Let's see. I'm not sure who this protest is. Let's see. Police surround a small group of counter-protests. Okay, all you people, you don't have a clue. You're counter-protesting the people that are trying to keep your right to defend yourself against the government. The government stops you from going anywhere and crowds you up, and you can't even figure that out. If they do that now when you have the right to have guns, what the hell will they do when they're the only ones with guns? All these people walking around with guns, nobody shot, people are safe, government's nervous. Remember, when government's nervous, there's freedom. Another come and take it flag, Texas representing. There's our Betsy Ross flag. They said is racist. Is actually 3%ers use this flag. This is the colonists. This is the flag when the 13 colonies says to the British government, we're tired of your shit. Making good people helpless won't make bad people harmless. Absolutely true. Removing guns from good people do not remove guns from bad people and criminals, or doesn't remove it from the government, who falls into the bad guys and criminal element. But I digress. Gun saves lives. Man, all these guys make me so proud. I'm looking at all these pictures. I'm like, you go, man. You went out there and showed, represented, showed the government what can happen when people get together, showed them that, you know what? We can be peaceful with guns, and you don't want to see us if you force us not to be peaceful with guns. But we'll be damned if you're going to take our guns so we don't have a choice. Screw that. Man, great pictures. Great rally. Another good picture here. Lots of people, man. I'm telling you. This is what government respects. You know how we respect government when government shows up to save us in their police uniforms, their shiny badges, they're heroes. They're there to save us and protect us. You notice how they have guns, tasers, pepper spray, cars, tanks, all these things? That's how you earn respect. Phil Collins did a song a long time ago. The reason I carry a gun is because without it, I get no respect. I'm telling you, the gun is the greatest equalizer ever. Anybody that's weak or oppressed wish they had a gun. America dropped guns to people when they were unarmed, when they were fighting. I think it was in France. I can't remember exact. The name of the gun is the Liberator. Look up the gun, the Liberator. and we gave out guns, and the instructions from the American government was, take this gun with one bullet and shoot the enemy in the head and take their gun, and that's how we're going to arm the people. But that only happens when government wants to arm the people when they need you. When they don't need you, only they want to have guns. Another great picture. All the people, look at all these flags. Don't tread on me. Now see, it's only a matter of time till Democrats make this flag tyranny. And they go, this flag is dangerous. This flag is extremist. This flag is by those crazy gun owners. Just like the governor cried and wet his pink panties when he declared a state of emergency. You declare a state of emergency because the people of your state want to have a rally. And you are so scared because they're armed that you declare a state of emergency. If that doesn't tell you what they're going to do once they get the guns, if they do that when they know you have guns, you don't even have a clue what's going to happen once they get all the guns. People need to wake up. This was a wake-up call. There was a lot of people hoping that this would be the spark of the second revolution. Look, I'm ready for the second revolution. I'm tired of our government, but it's going to be nasty and dirty, and a lot of people are going to die, and it's going to be bloody if it ever happens. And the only one that can stop it from happening is if government wakes up. Because if they keep pushing, it's only a matter of time till people push back. And this was a great wake-up call. Man, I'm so glad that so many people supported and showed up. Whether the cold, the traffic, the government tyranny, the locking people up, the banning of guns, the declaration of emergency. Stay away, you're going to be in danger. We're getting the National Guard to protect you. We've cleared the airspace. We're going to protect you every way. The only one that needed protecting was a tyrannical government on this day. I freaking love it. Another picture of a woman, the great equalizer. I agree. Any woman that's for gun control is an absolute idiot. Because I'm telling you, if two men come in your house and you ain't got a gun, you go ahead and dial 911. You go ahead and ask the government to come save you. Because by the time they get there, the damage is done. And any woman that wants gun control and wants to take her ability to own a gun and protect herself is a damn fool. Rick, you can't call women a fool. You're sexist. Shut up, you freaking crybabies. Trying to dish out reality. Another great picture of patriots telling government, wake up. Back off. You better be happy with the power you have or you won't have any. I'm telling you, man, this great stinking rally. So the bottom of the sign is cut off. I'm not sure. Quick read my sign before Northam. Probably it says before Northam declares it, unsafe and it might hurt you. And that's the problem when government gets to tell you how they're going to keep you. That's why liberals are always banning things like straws and big drinks and salt, because they know best and they need to protect you idiot, pesky citizens. They need you to work. They need you to pay taxes so they can spend your money and take more from you so they can tell you what you can eat, what you can breathe, where you can live, what you can own, what you can't own, how many you can own. Out freaking outrageous. Probably out of touch. I don't know who this Laura is, but it seemed like she got some good pictures and she was out there posting some good stuff. I freaking love it. Look at that 50 caliber. Woo! Booyah, baby! Yeah! You can reach out and give some love at long distance with that bad boy. Guns save lives. Isn't that what the government tells us when they want more military spending? Don't they tell us it's a deterrent? Don't they tell us that we need more weapons and weapons superiority so other countries won't challenge us? Because a well-prepared military protects us and keeps us. Isn't that what government tells us? And then when the people want to arm themselves so they can protect themselves, so they can have the same deterrent against bad enemies, the government tells us, no. That only applies to us. We'll protect you. You don't need guns. I mean, the irony of the ignorance out there just is so thick, you can't even cut it with a knife, and it's like people won't wake up. Government doesn't want guns to keep you safe. They want it to keep themselves safe so they can do whatever the hell they please. Come and take it, flag represented. There's that 50. I freaking love it. All my brothers in arms, my gun people. Yes. And the most banned man from social media, freaking Alex Jones. He can't have a Twitter account. He can't have YouTube. They are trying to suppress him so much from getting his word out. You can say he's crazy and you may not agree with everything, but that man's a damn patriot. I freaking love him. I don't care. He may have some off-the-wall thoughts, and I may not agree with him, but he's still a damn patriot. And if things go down, he's going to be a good man on our side. You go, Alex, my boy. Hitler's got to be the most man to point out the irony of the government, because he's the epitome of government. He is the example, the poster child of what to do and how to get people to follow you and how to take over a country, how to promote tyranny, how to get the guns from the citizens, how to destroy lives. He is the poster child for freaking government. And yet, everybody's offended when you compare him to Hitler. Fuhrer Ralph, thanks for your compliance. Guns save lives. Great poster. Great pick. And there's always the entrepreneurship of the great American spirit that, you know what, never pass up an opportunity to make guns. This guy selling all this stuff may be a damn liberal. I mean, I don't give liberals that much credit for having that much of a brain, but hey, they own freaking Twitter, YouTube, Google, and a lot of other places, so they can't be all stupid. So somebody out here said, you know what, I'm going to sell some gear. Warm hats, etc. Shirts. These guys drove all the way from Arkansas. Out there representing, making the drive, standing out there, man. Kudos to all you guys. Great freaking showing. Another picture that warms my soul. Look at all these guys. They got these resemblance of some sort of formation with squad leaders up front. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. This dude's got a fire extinguisher. He's Mr. Prepared. You go, boy. He's probably some fireman. He just owns a gun and stuff. He's out there. Hey, man, I'm a fireman. If there's a fire, I'm Johnny on. Rick, why are you cracking on fire? I'm not cracking on firemen. A lot of firemen are patriotic brothers. I just crack on the stupid ones like I crack on the stupid cops. All right, great shot. They arrested the one girl for having her face covered. These guys had their face covered. I don't know what she did and why she had it. I mean, it was freaking cold out there. And you saw the picture of the cop. How can you get a jury to convict when cops are covering their face because they're cold? These guys aren't covering their face because they're committing crimes. Evidently, this was a pre-rally dinner, and some people showed up for that. Look at all these people, man. These are the enemy people the government tells you. These are all those crazy right-wing conspiracy. These are those crazy gun nut guys. They're dangerous. You should help us get the guns. We're on your side. Government, we're here to protect you and save you. But you have to help us get the guns from these dangerous people. We're not dangerous. We're the government. We're here to help. Wake up, people. And we'll end it here with a couple comments off this article. Virginia Senate Committee strikes assault weapons bill, advances other proposed gun laws. Richmond. And right down here, it says, outline Government Northam's agenda, pass 23-17 vote with 2 Republicans join the Democrats. Those 2 Republicans need to be run out of town. I don't know what... See, there's an old saying, the cut or the sword of a friend cuts deepest. Meaning when you trust somebody and someone's on your side and they stab you in the back, it hurts worse than a cut from the enemy because you trusted that person. These Republicans that join in with these Democrats, they are the biggest enemy out there. People are like, the Democrats are the enemy, Rick. No. These turncoat left-wing Republicans that have an R behind their name are the enemy. There's another sentence in here that's funny as hell. So, part of the bill that they're trying to pass says you can only buy 1 gun a month, 12 handguns a year. That's more than enough for most citizens. Again, this is a left wing telling you that's more than enough. They don't have a ban on 12 cigarettes, 12 cans of beer, 12 cars, 12 houses. No. All those things you can own as many as you want. But guns, you should only own 12 a year Oh, you know what? I just saw my horse run around. I forgot to let him out. You can only have 12 a year, and if you need more than that, then go to Texas. Really? They don't have any laws. So this is a backhanded slam to Texas. We're all a bunch of hicks over here with guns, and if you need more than 12 a year, you can move there. You know what? He's right. Move out of that state. All you working people paying taxes to a government that doesn't represent... I hated living in California. They were taking so much money in taxes from me, and I didn't get any representation. The left wing ran everything, and my vote didn't count. Leave states that do that and run out the people that bring in this left wing agenda crap. All right, we're ending in this picture right here. The founders knew that gun ownership by the people to keep a tyrannical government in check and to stop a government from growing. The whole purpose of the Constitution is to restrict government, not restrict the people. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed was worded that way, not because of hunting, because the founders did not just get back from a hunting trip. They just got finished freeing a country from a tyrannical government. That's why the Second Amendment was in place. That's why it's important. This rally was huge because when the people fear their government, which is what government wanted, don't come, be afraid. We have to get a state of emergency. We have to declare the airspace on. We're going to control the airways. We're shutting down GPS. We may take over the cell phones because government was scared. When the people fear their government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. Thomas Jefferson knew it. The founders knew it. That's why the Second Amendment exists. Every patriot, every American, whether you agree with a gun or not, should be fighting for the second like your life depends on it, because it does. Well, in that there, people.